Welcome to the Practical Ascension podcast. I'm your host and soul alchemist, Tracy Goody. Stay with me for practical guidance and flow for your modern life through this time of ascension. 5 key aspects of practical ascension. So this week I was guided to create a clear outline of what you can do to make the most of this time of ascension in a doable way. So I'm going to go into more details on these aspects in the coming months to help you as you're flowing and moving through this time of ascension in a way that helps you into your potential and into the impact and joy that you came here to create. So here are my 5 key aspects to practical ascension. Aspect number 1 is intuitive connection. So having intuitive connection is crucial as you progress down the path of ascension, especially practical ascension. Intuitive abilities are as natural as sight and sound for us, and as we move through this cycle of great evolution, we regain our connection and gifts. It's not a matter of if you have intuitive gifts, but instead how they are currently manifesting and how to work with what you have right where you're at to nurture them into expansion and clarity. My personal choice is working in the Akashic Records through my own modality called the Ascension Alchemy Method. And when you're connected and practice in the multidimensional Akashic Records, you're receiving a high quality, very high vibration of intuitive info directly from your soul book and highest vibrational guides. And this information is really priceless, and it's going to help you every step of the way on your ascension path. While reaching out to others for guidance and, reaching out to psychics, card readings, all of that stuff, that's really, really wonderful. However, it's not sustainable for this time of ascension, using that as your only intuitive connection, right? So it's an awesome way to co-create and especially to look into your blind spots. But having this personal connection to your highest level guides to be able to use on a daily basis is so empowering and so crucial for navigating the most aligned path forward. Whenever you are constantly reaching out to somebody else for advice and taking all of their information above your own, it gets to be in this cycle of disempowerment. Whenever you do have that intuitive connection of your own, then you're more empowered. And then whenever you are reaching out for other people, it's not from a place of lack, it's from a place of co-creation and working together as a collective. So it's really important to have that intuitive connection of your own. And again, my choice is Akashic Records. Everybody has their own sweet spot of intuitive development. So number 2, second aspect of practical ascension is healing through energy care. So again, I repeat myself, it's amazing to go see healers and I highly encourage it, but only as a supplement to your own energy healing practice. Anyone can use energy healing on themselves and most can learn extremely quickly. If you're listening to this podcast, chances are you already have some experience with energy healing. And if not, and you're called to, then you already have the ability. It's so easy to pull that ability to yourself. So having a practice in place where you're mindful of the state of your energy and gift yourself with this high vibration healing energy regularly, it's going to ensure that you're moving on your path and you're also clearing the way and igniting your power and soul gifts. So this is just yet another reason I'm such a fan of the Akashic Records. When used in combination with energy healing, you're really understanding and healing on increasingly deep levels. All right, so we have intuitive connection. We have healing through energy care. Aspect number 3 to practical ascension is healing through mindset and mindfulness. Now, energy care alone is not enough to get us all into 5th dimensional consciousness and ascended living. When we accept that it's also our responsibility to be mindful of what is happening in terms of our beliefs and programs, we become empowered to integrate more of the ascended energies into our bodies, into our daily lives, and into Earth. So I see a lot of light workers caught in this cycle of healing energetically, yet not following through with the mindset work to really integrate the energy. And oftentimes this will lead to energy patterns of repeating a cycle until the mindset changes and integrates as well. And the way that you're seeing that show up is like you do this energy healing to resolve whatever resistance, whatever challenge or issue you're coming up to, but then you need to actually do the mindset work too, so you're not continually attracting that same vibration, so that you're shifting what it is you're attracting, then you're shifting your reality. And in that way, you're really integrating that energy care that you are taking care to do. All right, so number 1, intuition. Number 2, energy care. Number 3, mindset and mindfulness. Moving on to aspect number 4 of practical ascension, expanding your potential and expanding your expression. So healing and reprogramming are not the only stars of Ascension. It's not just all about the heal. Part of our mission of Ascension this time is to be open to the possibilities, to expanding potential and creating paths that have yet to be imagined. So without expanding what is possible for us, without asking, I wonder is just like the most amazing thing you can say during this time of Ascension to really open that gateway. And leaning into the magic and miracles available to us, without doing those things, we're falling short of pulling Ascension energies all the way to Earth. So when we are open to possibilities and we are courageous to take action and express these new possibilities and express these new creations, we spin this wheel of Ascension even faster, and we make way for the ripple effect of our possibilities to flow throughout the entire consciousness. So we're not just like inspired and ascending within ourselves, but we're sharing that out, because the whole point is this ripple effect. It's not just one person to ascend, it's everybody. So you see, when you follow your potential, your heart-centered imagination, and express to expand and manifest, you're going to create the impact that you know deep down you're here to create. And that's going to be different for everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be on a huge platform, you're going to be famous, you're going to be a best-selling author, all of those things. You may have a different role to play and you may have different impacts to create, but it's still going to be the exact impact that you came here to do. It's going to feel fulfilling, it's going to feel expansive, and it's going to feel amazing. All right. So we've gone through intuitive development, healing through energy work, healing through mindset and mindfulness, expanding potential and expression. And the last aspect I'm going to talk about today is alchemy and personal transformation. So this aspect plays into all the others. We must continually transform in order to bridge the movement to ascended living. So results are going to appear quicker and miraculously when we're open to letting go of some of our tight-held control. So this means being flexible with your beliefs. Your beliefs are going to shift because your perspective is going to get expanded as you're ascending. So being super flexible with your beliefs is a really good thing. Know that your healing journey includes 3 parts every time. So every time you're going through this transformation, you go through these alchemy stages. The dark phase, where you notice something is ready to heal, and that's where intuition and mindfulness are key. The light phase, where you are actually doing the healing, and that's energy healing and intuition. And then the red phase, where you're integrating, and that's where the mindset, the expanded potential and expression really comes in. So having all of those, keeping in mind that all of those alchemy stages are part of that personal transformation, and that is a flowing process. So keeping these 5 aspects of practical ascension in mind, and know that there are millions of people on this planet and more being born every single day with the same agenda as you, to step into ascended living and create a spiritual 5th dimensional transformation on Earth. Your guides and the Earth are filled with so much gratitude for your journey, so please keep going. Thank you so much for listening today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to check out practicalascension.com for your free membership, access to guided journeys, energy healings, activations, and more to deepen your practical ascension experience. And grab that all in the show notes below. Have an amazing day.